Go on YouTube channel, stars down again, go hard, go home. This is the second part of Poor People's Finance. Um, Before we get started with that, y'all hit the subscribe button for me. Like I say, never gonna ask for doggone money, no cash apps, no donations, none of that stuff. Okay? So that's what I'm doing on my channel. But on this second installation of Poor People's Finance, I'm gonna be talking about meticulous money management. So y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Thank y'all very much. Okay, now in volume 1, I talked about how to save some money. Okay, and that's just one, like the beginning of saving money tips. But it's the one that I started out with, that you know what I'm saying, and that's why I put that one out first. Okay, if you were successful to be able to start putting some money back somewhere else, and you haven't been touching it and letting it grow, regardless if it's just been this 1 month or few months before you see this video, and you was doing the other one already, then okay, you're ready for the second step. If you're not ready for the second, if you haven't done the first step, and you haven't been successful to be able to put some money back and leave it alone, you gotta become successful with that step first before you move to this one. Okay, this one's gonna help with the first one, but that's kind of got to come first, because if you haven't done that one, then you're not really ever going to be able to do this one. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that in a second right here. In the first video, I told you about taking some money and putting it somewhere where you can't touch it, and making sure that money stays there. Unless you just need it for a very dire emergency. Okay? And you're going to be using that money for something later on and stuff too. So, like I was talking about in the first one, investments and things like that, that money, you got to grow that money. All right? Now, in this one, I'm talking about meticulous money management, okay? The 3 M's, I call it, of this. Meticulous money management. And what this is, this right here. Counting your money every day. Knowing exactly what's at the bank, exactly what's in savings, and exactly what you're spending. And knowing where everything is going. Exactly where everything is going. Okay? I mean, you done set aside some money for miscellaneous stuff and things like that. Now, I explained that in the first one, when I went through the whole thing with how to even get to the money of savings and how to be able to put some money back. I went through that in the first one. As I say, if you haven't been successful with that to the point where you're keeping up with a little bit of money now, then I would go back to that one, listen to it again, and practice those things. Okay, because this is gonna be a building thing, and all the steps gonna be building on each other. So you got to kind of do all of them. All right. So in the meticulous money management, you know where everything is at. You know what's going to savings. You know what's going on every day. Hey, I got a little bit of money to spend for lunch. I got this or that. If I don't, I got to figure out how to make sure, just because I can't mess with none of this. Because the first part of it, that money that's over there, this is my future. I can't really mess with that unless I just have to. Really, really have to. But if I do meticulous money management every day, like I say, you know what's in the bank. A lot of people got online banking. They're banking it right there on their phone. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I said in the first one, I might can't go for drinks tonight. I might can't do this today. I might can't do that. It's like I said, like I keep telling you, just build it off the first one. If you can't do this first step, then this one ain't gonna help you at all. If you have mastered the first step, and you should be holding some money by now. You should be even starting to see a little bit more money in your hands. And this is what I'm talking about, the management of that right now. Okay? This is holding it, making sure every day. And I'm not saying you gotta stop living your life, because I told you in the first one, it's not about stopping. It's just that, okay, I may can't have what I want today. I may can't have that. I may can't go over here and eat a steak, but I can go get me a smoothie or something. No, just small stuff to keep yourself going. And managing all that out every day. Online banking is a good thing. Just having that phone in your hand where you can check your bank account is a good thing. You need to be knowing what everything every day. And before you spend money, you should be checking that. And thinking, okay, well, should I spend this? Or can I afford to spend this? Or can it come out as extra that I've been telling, because I did the saving tips in the first one. And since I eat out less, I got a little extra money. See that? Because you're going to get a little extra pool of money if you did the first step. This one is managing that little extra pool of money and managing what you got in your hand and making sure you put more back over there. Eventually you get to the point of putting more back over there. Okay? How do I do the meticulous money management? A constant surveillance of the bank account and what you got on hand. And making sure it don't go out unless it just needs to. In the beginning, starting of everything. Because you're going to have a little bit extra. You know, most people, when I've been helping people with this kind of stuff, I found out, you know what, let me not talk about me helping other people. Let me talk about how I help myself. Okay? Like in the first video, I found out that a lot of money was going to shit that it's like, I don't know how to do that. And so I just started keeping out of it. And then later on, it wasn't even really later on. It really in the first couple months, because you can still do some other stuff that you really wanted to do. And it don't hurt then. And you can put money back if you're doing it the way that I'm telling you. But you got to be thinking too about emergencies. They're going to come. So, but that's really on the first few months of it. Till you done build up a nest egg. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next one. Okay. The meticulous money management and the one I'm talking about in this one is going to build up to the third one. Because some of this extra cash that you're going to be having out of doing, like I said, the first step. If you ain't done the first step, go back to that one and master that first. Because if you master that, you're going to start to see yourself some extra money. And then meticulous money management got to come into play. It's going to happen pretty much the first time you try it. If you do that first step, you sit down and you come up with all that stuff, like I said, you're going to come out with some extra money. You come on this one. Meticulous money management. Don't just go spend the junk now. That's the deal. I'm not saying don't spend. See, there's a difference in what I'm saying. Don't just go spend. All right? Not don't spend. Don't just go spend. Do y'all understand that? Okay. I may can't buy me a steak today, but I can get me a burger. That's cheaper. Save me some money. Because it's poor people finance. All right? I ain't on here with all this. I'm a rich person, all the junk like everybody else. I'm well off, but No. Now all the other people rich, rich, rich. You can get there. But this right here, it help you towards getting there. And after we get to the next egg and stuff like that, we'll go on and start talking about things like investing and stuff like that. Those videos are coming. So, y'all stay tuned to this one. Hit the subscribe button and let me know what y'all think. And if y'all got more questions, y'all let me know. But Meticulous money management, you gotta do it. And like I say, it's a constant buzzer eye view of the doggone bank account and what I'm finna spend right now. It's not spending without thinking about a bank account first. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. It's been Taurus down there. Go hard to go home. Poor People's Finance, Volume 2. Meticulous Money Management. I'm out. Peace.